Los Angeles is ignoring the Trump administration's order to crack down on illegal immigration, and the city is actually doing the opposite. The mayor is forbidding city employees from cooperating with federal agents.
In Los Angeles, we don't separate children from their families because it's inhumane. In Los Angeles, we don't demonize our hardworking neighbors just because they speak a different language or come from a different country. That's un-American.
Don Rosenberg's son was killed by an illegal immigrant, and he is live for us now in L.A. to react. Don, good to have you here this morning. This hits close to home for you because you lost your son to an illegal immigrant, and you live in the city of L.A. First, off the top, to remind people, what happened to your son?
My son was a law student in San Francisco. He was coming home from school when an illegal alien made a last-second left-hand turn, collided with him, and then trying to flee, drove back and forth over his body 3 times, killing him.
So he would still be alive if it weren't for that illegal immigrant?
Well, he would have been alive if the guy had just stopped, but certainly, yes, certainly he would be alive if it wasn't for the illegal immigrant. Right. And other things in the system that could have prevented this, you know, prior, even if the guy was here, could have prevented it.
Well, this has got to be such an emotional issue for you, and you are experiencing, you're in the heart of it right there in L.A., where the mayor there, he has banned airport police and firefighters from cooperating with federal immigration agents, not letting them do their job. What's going on where you are?
I guess insanity would be the easy answer. You know, what's amazing about what Garcetti is doing, aside from, you know, getting ready to run for his next office, even though he just finished running for mayor, is he's jeopardizing the health, safety, welfare of everybody in Los Angeles and the surrounding area. If we learned one thing from the 9/11 Commission when it came to terrorism, is that law enforcement has to work together. And look what just happened in England this week. So you have a terrorist, wasn't on the watch list, could have flown to Los Angeles, and he's telling the Los Angeles police, don't work with the federal authorities, even at the airport. I mean, it's criminal behavior on his part. And then you listen to his other comments where he says, you know, we don't separate families. Well, yes, we do. You separated my family, and you've separated tens of thousands of families. You never talk about that. You talk about separating families where people have committed crimes, and you say that that's demonizing them. Right. It's outrageous.
I mean, the most un-American part of this whole thing are people like you, Don, that have lost someone they love so much because of these illegal immigrants that are here in this country committing crimes when they shouldn't be. If you were to go face-to-face with the mayor of L.A. in your town there, what would you say to him? Because this obviously hits so close to home to you and so many others that have lost someone so close to them.
Well, first I'd tell him to resign because he took an oath of office, which he's violated. And then I would tell him that he better watch out because he needs to be indicted and convicted. He's violating federal law. He's obstructing justice. And that he needs to stop. If he wants to talk about demonizing, he's the one that's doing the demonizing because he's comparing legal, law-abiding immigrants with illegal aliens. So they're doing the demonizing. And of course, the L.A. Times does absolutely nothing to tell the truth of what's going on. I mean, they haven't even run a story about that 14-year-old girl that was raped and sexually assaulted in Florida. But they did run a story, front page, above the fold, about a woman, a Hispanic woman, who was asked by a stupid waiter, are you in the country legally? That gets a front page, full page story, but a rape, no story at all.
Well, Don, that's why we have you here to tell your story. I know it's not easy for you to come out and tell everyone what you've been through. We appreciate that, and sorry for all that you've been through.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I want to get the truth out.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for